The Living Numbers of Life Now and My Gratitude to You. By Lisa Gawlas, September 9, 2015. Webpage, www.mysoulcenter.com. Well, happy 99. Phew, baby, what a way to wake up this morning. The number, the energy of 13 on steroids, steroid-laden hearts. As everyone knows, yesterday was my daughter's bond hearing day. Man, oh man, it was a great test for me to stay in my magnetic flow, my heart center. I would bob and weave and find my way back. I took my shower early in the morning so I didn't miss any calls that may come in the afternoon to work on her release. As I was showering, good old Uncle Bert Humperdinck was wailing his song out of my heart through the entire shower, echoing in the courtroom. I got out of the shower, headed to the coffee pot. This was a high caffeine day, LOL, and out my back door window was the bright prettiest yellow bird. My jaw dropped. I told the bird, "Don't move, I gotta get my camera." My sudden movement had him jump to the other side of the bush was grazing from. Holy heavens, there wasn't one bird, but a flock of them. Yellow itself is my validator from spirit, has been for 15 years now. Pretty much the song by Coldplay, Yellow, but I wasn't listening to any music for them to make that song come on, so instead, the universe sent me a bunch of yellow songbirds to assure my heart. I shifted from "Please Release Me" to Lynyrd Skynyrd's "Freebird." My daughter's hearing was at 10 a.m. EST, just around 9 a.m. her time. I suddenly felt like this weighted ball fell through this white spider web of love we all created through this courtroom. It shook me for a minute. I thought, oh no, we going there? Then I just simply took my hands and lifted it all back up. Her roommate called me just after 10 a.m. in my world, his voice not as excited as I hoped. Yikes. He said she got bond and you have to pay $1,300. Really? Her bond is only $1,300? Oh, easy, I have $130. No, her bond is $13,000, you have to pay $1,300. Well, just shit. I should have focused my energy more on low bond than "Please Release Me." Damn it. That's okay, I know the bail bondsman will take payment arrangements, but considering her actually hearing for this charge is on October 2nd, the payment arrangement won't be a long drawn out thing. It has to be paid by her court date or they revoke it and give her time for not paying bond. There are several in jail with her for that very reason. Her roommate had the bail bondsman call me. This day worked out so perfect in timing, all the phone calls were in between readings, I didn't have to have any readings interrupted. Talk about life flowing in our direction. The most amazing thing happened when I was talking to the bondsman. He said he wanted half down. I told him, hang on, let me look and see what I have in my PayPal account. I have been saving every dime for this moment, but I know I was nowhere near $1,300. I was really hoping for a $3,000 or $4,000 bond, plus I needed a carton of smokes. I was down to my last pack, and milk, butter and bread. I looked at my balance and without even thinking about it, told this man, well, I have just under half but I need a carton of cigarettes today, can I give you less and pay the balance in 2 weeks? He laughed at me and said yes, of course. Phew. But here is where the amazing thing is. When I looked at my calendar to see what date her hearing was on and how long I could get away with stretching the final payment, my mind was thinking, I could put some sort of special together and get her bond paid and my car note paid, since I just gave him my car payment. September is completely filled up and that is not even a possibility. In that moment, my life field expanded and contracted around me, made me breathe in, held me steady outside of worry, and in that moment, no matter what, I knew it would be okay. I have had a lot of different spiritual experiences over the years, but nothing like that. It was amazing and centered and focused and assuring. Through one of the readings as we were looking at her energy field and equally talking about my daughter, suddenly a light bulb turned on in her light field. The number 13 started to light up. OMG, even this pesky spirit-centered solar eclipse is on the 13th. Holy shit, that gives my baby girl the full spectrum of the energy of 13. Her bond is $13,000, a number the judge just randomly made up. I am required to pay 10% of that to free her. Of course that's $1,300. In numerology, the 00 is pregnant and void at the same time. Unlimited potential. So truly her team threw the energy of 13 13 13 on her vividly. So I looked up the meaning of 13. The number 13 is a karmic number and is the number of upheaval, so that new ground can be broken. The number 13 has great power. If this power is used for selfish purposes, it will bring destruction of the self, and in turn, this will bring disease and illnesses. Adapting to change gracefully will bring out the strength of the 13 vibration, and decrease any potential for the negative. As the 13 vibration is associated with genius, people under the influence of 13 need to strive to transmute all their vices into virtues. Number 13 people go through many trials, tests and temptations in their search for the spiritual consciousness. The conscious must always be their guide, as number 13 is the number of right judgment, and their spiritual growth is more often gained through pain rather than pleasure. And then the shoe dropped. Her roommate said he had bad news. I just got out of the dentist chair, celebrating the first time seeing the dentist without being drilled and filled. I felt like I won the dentist lottery. LOL, but that didn't last too long. I called him and he said they messed up her paperwork and she cannot get released until tomorrow after the courts open and they fix the paperwork. Well, just shit. My poor baby has got to be on a serious emotional roller coaster. She knew she got bond, but because it was so high, she wasn't sure she was getting out. We talked about the possibility if it is set too high, there ain't shit I can do. This was a high bond. But my soul, or hers or both, squeezed me into alignment, so she was over the moon when she called her roommate and found out. We played Let's Make a Deal and won. And then she has to sit there another night. Bless her heart. I am sure her spiritual team is saying, take on last look around, be sure this is not a place you want to come back to. I didn't think about today's dateline until I sat down to write, September 9th, 99. 99, masculine. A product of 3 by 3 makes 9 a powerful number. 9 represents achievement and completion. There are 9 months in pregnancy, 9 initiations during our advancing from a lower stage to a higher stage. In numerology meaning, 9s are achievers, possessing bright ideas, high ideals, and innate abilities. They take the big picture into consideration with their broad visions, global thinking, and universal problem-solving capabilities. Their goal is to culminate, complete and finish all endeavors. 9s are always looking for ways to improve on any situation or project. Traveling to distant places and possibly even having a foreign spouse is all part of a 9's makeup. These high-energy people are creative, often artistic, but they can be self-centered when it comes to their achievements. Recognition is important, but they will never flaunt their achievements. 9's biggest challenge, according to numerology meaning, is to let go. When something has reached completion, it has outlived its usefulness. Or, as in the case of a relationship, it may simply be time to end it, which means you have to let it go. Taken from this website. Now, with all that, I have decided I live in the middle of a love donut. You are all my doughy goodness, and somehow through your amazing, generous heart, feel my wobble, feel my need without me ever having to say it out loud, and rush to fill me. Always. Yesterday and today is no different. The amazing amount of donations centered around the $13 vibration and higher and lower. Oh my freaking God, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. OMG, maybe it was every one of you who squeezed me and filled me. But y'all know, even for me, I am going to look at the amazing thing here. Yesterday, for a small moment, I had no more money left. A complete energetic clearing of all that got us to here. And a new breath of energetic love, of life, where hearts don't look at the errors but the outcome of possibilities through the adventure of making errors to grow from. You are teaching my daughter so much, especially forgiveness of self and the love to grow into the wholeness of herself. Thank you for loving us so much and easing this transition for both of us. Oh, I do want to leave you with an image and most especially a quote from one of my precious ladies in the field yesterday. First, Let me say, this eclipse is not getting closer to us, we are getting closer to it. This, in reading land, is a huge significance. I am witnessing this silver energy line getting shorter and shorter each day, but also, you are showing up no longer in center field, but to the right. Moving out of time and into the new field of life as we pass through the eclipse on the 13th. My lady was standing in place marching, a drum strapped to her sacral plexus, in her right hand a drumstick with a constant drum roll being played. The music and vibration of her soul and body filling the vibrational tones for her new life. In her left hand was the baton that those folks who lead the band use, showing she is in charge of her life, leading it and all that is aligned with her into her new expanded life through the eclipse. Beneath her feet was like a soft yellow fluffy pillow, absorbing her marching feet and creating a gentleness in this transition. Of course, as I always do, I wanted to see what was through the eclipse for her. I don't have the time to share my last lady of the day today, but we did get a small peek of what's beyond it, that's for tomorrow's sharing. I do want to end this blog with a quote from her team about what is on the other side of this eclipse. Don't worry about it, it's effing good. On that note, thank you for being so freaking good to me and to my daughter. I love you so damn much. Hugs of every freaking good thing you cannot even imagine unto all of you, us. Lisa Gawlas. Webpage, www.mysoulcenter.com